Hi there, I'm Coach Rae, the Master Triathlon Coach at Human Go. Welcome to adding a multi-sport or single sport running goal to a season. Watch on to learn more about what each of the disciplines mean and how to add some specificity around each of the goals that you might be wanting to add to your season. Enjoy.
We're going to go to seasons here. Now I've gone to my left-hand margin on the desktop. This is the tool that I'm using to show you how to do this today. However, this feature is exactly the same on the mobile app. The seasons icon just sits at the bottom of the screen instead of on the side. So what you're going to see here today is the web app, but the same feature exists on the phone app as well. So you're going to select season. I'm going to come across here to add new goal. And from the very top menu, what you're going to do is select the appropriate goal. In this case, we're going to cover the triathlon multi-sport goal option. And you can see here on the right-hand side, it lists all the different distances that you can train, all the way from the double distance down to the Xterra Classic, Olympic distance off-road, and the half distance Xterra distance as well. So you'll be selecting your chosen event distance here. You can give this a goal name. You would then select the date that you want that race to happen. You can select the max hour of training days per week. Here you can see the default number of hours per week that are recommended for this goal. But if you wanted to increase that, you can here. Doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to get those max hours every week, but you will get those max hours some weeks during the training program. And you can select that goal as high, A, B, or C, low priority. I suggest if you're serious about the race, you set that as high, and that will make sure that you get the appropriate taper and recovery for that race. You can also select and change the number of sessions that you want to do in each of the sports each week. And then you can even come on down here and change the amount of time that you're going to spend training each of your sports for that goal. When it comes to the race profile, you can select that here in each of the sports. And you can also select the terrain that you're going to be racing on as well. And add the goal there. So once your goal has been successfully added to your season, you can come here to your list of season races. This is the one I've just added here. And you can come on down to your season and you will see your goal race added at the appropriate time right here. This graph lays out the season, including all the other goals in this example that I have added to my schedule as well. Also outlining my expected or anticipated fitness and form progression over this journey. This is what's projected, doesn't necessarily mean what's going to happen. Hugo is going to adjust accordingly to how I'm changing physiologically and adapting to my training, and that could end up looking quite different by the time I get to December this year. There's another option that we have if you just want to add a single sport running goal. So you can come over here, select running. We have everything from 5K all the way up to 100-mile trail running. So you can select here if you're just getting started, and maybe it is distance-based, and you can work all your way up to the 100-mile trail run here. So in this case, I'm going to go the 100-mile, trail run. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to stipulate when I'm going to do this. This is going to be early season next year, winter race. And the same thing applies here again. I mean, clearly a 100-mile race requires a lot more training than an Olympic distance triathlon. And you can adjust this training a number of hours here if you want. You can also adjust the number of sports that you're training or per week. In my case, in this case, in particular, I have cycling and swimming turned on in my sports that I train, and I'm selecting to do both of those disciplines and some strength work for my cross training, but I can adjust that here as well. I can also change how much time I'm spending training each of these sports for this goal, and I can select the terrain that I'm going to be racing on and add that goal right here. Now I'm starting to build out a season with multiple different kinds of goals and distances, and allowing myself the time, obviously, that it takes to recover from each of those races and prepare for the next. Now you can see I have my race here that I put on in December, and you can see my mountain 100-mile trail run here in February. I hope that helps you understand how to add a goal to your season.